Good morning, traders. Hope you're all having a great start to your day. Today is October 15th, 2025. It is 7:25 my time. Market opens in about 5 minutes. And welcome. Welcome to another live stream. We're going to wait for a few people to join and we will begin. And if this is your first time watching, go ahead and say good morning to us. Comment where you are tuning in from, whether it's somewhere in the US or somewhere in the world. I'd love to know. Right now, the charts are looking at QQQ at the moment. Had a high of 604.70 in the pre-market session and selling off slightly. We'll see if we'll get some more selling pressure today, or is this going to begin to go up? Excited to see what happens with you all. So glad to be here. I hope you are as well. Sharing our link to our Discord group. Almost 1,000 Discord members. If you want to join that conversation and talk with like-minded individuals, definitely do so. It's the first link in the description and the first comment or pinned comment in the comment section. Also have a private community of over 70,000 members. Our Investing for Beginners community on Facebook. It's a private group. You must request to join, but I guarantee you won't be disappointed. It's a very active group still here in 2025. A lot of people talking, a lot of different conversations going on, long-term investing and dividends, as well as swing trades, etc. So definitely check that out. All right, so some news from yesterday's Jerome Powell speech. Let's go ahead and bring that up real quick before the day starts. I wanted to show you this, though. This is funny. These are the fundamentals, technicals, and everything before, right? This is how we used to trade the chart. Now, we just wait for Donald Trump to tweet something. If it's a positive tweet, the market goes up. If it's a negative tweet, the market goes down. And that is the stock fundamentals in a whole. Also, breaking news from the Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. He announced yesterday on that speech that he gave that the economic growth before the government shutdown may be better than expected. The Fed could end QT in coming months, and labor market weakness justifies September rate cuts. The Fed remains on track for more rate cuts as labor market risk outweighed tariff-driven inflation. Basically, Powell is saying the Fed will protect the job market over fighting inflation and printing money that would flood the system with liquidity. Basically, don't fight the Fed. So that's what's going on. Definitely check out our Discord community. Weekly economic calendar. Let's go ahead and bring that up. Yesterday we had some banks reporting. Today, before open, we had ASML, Progressive, Dollar Tree, Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, to name a few. After close, we're going to have United Air or UAL, JB Hunt, Pinnacle, to name a few. Thursday, not too many names to mention. Friday, we have Ali, American Express, etc. So we're going to go ahead and get out of that. But we want to see what the overall markets are going to do. I'm excited to see. And yeah, glad to be here. Glad to be here. Don't forget to smash that like button for me. So if the markets do sell off today, okay, if they do sell off, we are touching this moving average. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Touching that moving average right here. So if it gets rejected, we could see some downward trend here, which means SQQ could potentially push up. So you think if the market is going to come down, then SQQQ would be a nice play because that will go up 3 times. It's a triple leveraged inverse ETF. Let's all be aware of that. But we will see what happens with the market. Market is officially open. Market is officially open. Pop out chat. Good morning, good morning. How are we all doing? QQQ is curling over, so SQQQ can be the play today. Whoop. Hope you guys can hear me okay, see me okay. All right. Now, if QQQ does curl over, then we can see some more downside. I was looking at playing open. I think open would be a great play, potentially. It is above that 45 EMA. But we will see. Does this sell off or does it not? All right, all right. It's very rainy in my area. It's raining and very wet. So hopefully that doesn't affect the live stream too much. Actually, it looks like it already is. Bear with me here. All right. Looks like open is going to sell off potentially with the market. So we don't want to be too, we don't want to jump into it. If it sells off, we definitely do not want to get caught on the back end buying high and it's selling off. Now SQQQ could be a nice play. Indeed. Markets are irrational. QQQ pushes down. I mean, I would consider buying SQQQ. $15. Just doesn't give us a lot to work with from even 15 to 15.90. It's about a 6% profit. I mean, that's something, but the market would really have to sell off about 2%. Yeah, I mean, they'd have to come all the way back down to 590 levels, and I just don't necessarily see that happening. What else do we got going on? Hood or open selling off. Lunar trying to hold at that resistance level from yesterday. Beautiful move yesterday from 11.50 all the way up to 14.50. The $3 per share on that one. Sound pushing up. So from yesterday's lows, this could go down 8%, guys, on open. So be very careful with this. It is an overbought reversal. But I would love to buy the dip when this goes back up. Doesn't mean it has to, though. Lunar selling off. Sound trying to hold. SoFi pushing up. Now, SoFi is a bank. Could this push up to 31? Potentially. Sound is overbought. Lunar coming back down from those highs. So is American Battery. QQQ. Century Aluminum. Marvel pushing down. Intel trying to hold above. Cake not doing so great. Hood also selling off this morning slightly. Apple below its moving average. Nvidia selling off as well. Not good, guys. Not good. It's a red day. That's why we have the red lights on, because we already knew the market was going to probably sell off a little bit this morning. I do not have any open positions as of right now. We did get out of our open position yesterday and made some good profits. And we let the team know in the Discord that we did sell. Actually, we could show that right here. That we did buy down in these levels and we sold up here. Could have held a little longer in the day, but I had other stuff to do and I didn't want to be distracted. So I got out of this position. But yeah, I could have made another 50 cents per share on that one. QQQ trying to hold. Let's see if it does hold. Is it going to hold, or are we going to get rejected and begin to drop? As you can see, it's trying to hold. And that's what I want to know first. I'm being patient. Do I want to short this as the NASDAQ sells off? Or is this going to pump up and push everything up with it? Some eyes on open door if the market pushes, or SQQQ if the market begins to sell off. So VIX index right now is over that 20 mark. It is at a 20. It's saying 1943. That's odd. It's actually at 2081 right now. I wonder why this says closed. That's weird. But below 20, it is not as volatile, and the market doesn't sell off as much. Anything above 20, usually it's a little bit more volatile, and markets can sell off more. So, not sure why it says VIX is closed, though. That's very odd. Very interesting to see that. Does anyone know the significant reason for this? It says a 10-minute delayed quote. Interesting. SPY selling off. QQQ, huge sell-off. Holy moly. It is selling off pretty good here. Giving back all the pre-market. Now if this holds, again, like I said, SQQQ could be our winner. For the day, this isn't something I'd hold long term. I'm not sure why the VIX is saying 1943, but then it's saying 2081. So, but QQQ is selling off. Everything is overvalued right now in the markets, guys. Everything is overvalued. Open is holding, trying to hold above that 45 EMA. Selling off here on the 1 minute. TEM, Tempest AI, was pumping earlier this week. Selling off, but has those little rallies. Irene also pumping. Actually, the better one out of all of them. Be careful, guys. Be very careful with these companies. SPY trying to hold its ground. Trying to hold its ground above that moving average. QQQ selling off. If we get some good selling pressure, I would love to get into SQQQ. $15 up to even maybe 16 would be amazing. 10%. And it is selling off. But is it going to hold? Are we going to continue to get rejected off of these levels? Or is this going to push back up? Be careful with open. We did trade this yesterday. That does not mean it has to be a good trade today. And being patient. Right now, being patient is the best thing we can do. Remember, it's the first 10 minutes of market open. Even 8 o'clock, that's, the first 30 minutes of market open, you don't necessarily have to trade. But we are trying to do our due diligence and be patient. We do not want to get caught on the wrong side of the trade, guys. Do not want to get on the wrong side of the trade at all. All right. Got my coffee, my trading cup here. And don't forget, we got our making money trading. $20 a day is $5,000 a year. $100 a day is $25,000 a year, guys. So that's our goal, just to make $100 a day. Nothing crazy. 2% profit is all we need. Here we go. It's going to get retested here on this moving average. Getting rejected. All right, selling pressure continues. Well, here we go, pushing up. SPY is also pushing up. I'm going to put this at 775 alert for open. And I believe a 735 is pretty good for the low. Go ahead and take a look at some of these other companies here. Yeah, my live stream isn't doing so good. It's cloudy, it's rainy, it's really crappy looking outside. I should show you. But yeah, it's bad out there. SoFi trying to hold above that resistance level. Marvel selling off big time today. Intel not doing much. Hood selling off. Apple trying to get back above that moving average. Nvidia selling off. It's a big sell-off here for Nvidia. Just going to bring the overall markets down. How's Tesla doing? Tesla's not doing bad. Oh, never mind. It loaded the screen. It's selling off as well. All right. QQQ. Sell off still, guys. I might actually take a trade on SQQQ. Maybe buy 5 shares at $15. but do you really want to bet against the market? Not really. Not really. The market's more bullish than bearish. It has been for a long time. That is not something I would want to do. Here we go. Now it says that the VIX is open. That's very weird. It was closed a moment ago. Now it says it's open. It went from those highs of 2080 down to lows of 1937. So it's under that 20 mark, which means markets don't necessarily have to sell off anymore. And there's not going to be as much volatility. Now, just because the markets are selling off doesn't mean open has to push up either. I want you all to be aware of that. Pushed up to 29. Coming back down. QQQ. Getting rejected. A strong rejected on QQQ. But I'm curious to see. It's yesterday's high of 602 is acting as a strong support. So let's see what happens here. What's Nvidia doing? Nvidia is selling off still. Sound hitting that moving average. Take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at 111,000. Okay, so it's kind of staying within this buy range area. Great area to grab some before that push back up. QQQ is technically selling off. It's holding. And there we go. Looks like it's going to sell off. SQQ hit 15. NASDAQ market breaking support here. On off with it. LUNR selling off. SoFi is going to probably follow. Everything's going to follow the market down. Now, is it going to bounce off of this moving average? It's potential. Open has huge gap down potential. Here we go. I would love to see some new lows so we can get back in and trade the upside of this. SQQQ up to 1503 as the markets continue to sell off. And I'm out of coffee. 2 cups already this morning. All right, we just hit our alert here. I don't know why it would not go off. Yeah, my computer's being weird. It hit that alert for a second, but then didn't go off. The market's going to rally. NASDAQ market testing support here. A lot of consolidation in that area. Do you guys see that? All here, 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 here. A lot of support. We'll see what happens. Does it hold? If it holds, I would not want to trade this because SQQ could push down even more. What I want is a aggressive sell-off, and then we can get into SQQQ and it could pump up very nicely. Begin to open when it does decide to push back up, but I don't see that happening right now at the moment. SPY trying to get back above moving average. All right, well, there is a bit of a choppiness. Looks like there is some potential for this to continue to rise. Doesn't mean it has to, but there's a lot of choppiness up and down this 45 EMA, both for the SPY and for QQQ. Now this did hit our alert, 735. Didn't hear it go off, but it did hit it apparently. So we're going to keep it where it is. I'm thinking either open or SQQQ, depending on how the market performs. So I will keep you all updated in the Discord. Again, it's 100% free, lifetime access to join. First link in the description and the first pinned comment in the comment section. So keep you guys up to date. I'm going to stick around here and trade a little bit. It's really rainy and my Starlink is not performing well in the rain and clouds. I keep going in and out of orange and red on my strength indicator for the live stream. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and stop this. Appreciate you guys' time. Like always, let's remember to end the year on a green note. And do me a favor, smash that like button. Gets more people in front of this to help them out. Thank you. Have a great day.